Hello students, welcome to the class. Today we are going to study about artificial intelligence and big data. So firstly, I'll conduct this class in two parts wherein, first I will be telling you about the artificial intelligence, then I'll be telling about big data. So first, coming to artificial intelligence, what is it? Artificial intelligence is basically any kind of machinery which can, imitate the actions that can be done by a human, or that machine could copy an intelligence which is generally been found with the human. किसी भी इंसान के जैसे अगर कोई भी मशीनरी इंसान के लेवल का इंटेलिजेंस दिखाने लगे या उसके जैसे एक्शंस करने लगे, उसे बोलते हैं आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. एंड व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट इंटेलिजेंस, इंटेलिजेंस मीन्स कि किसी भी चीज को सोचने समझने की क्षमता. Right? How can you understand anything? How can you critically think about anything? And how do you critically evaluate a certain situation? And how do you react to certain situation? Right? ये जितनी भी सारी चीजें हैं, all these emotions, all these actions are both performed by humans as well as animals. But animals cannot, enact their or cannot express their emotions. और we, जो सबसे ऊपर माने जाते हैं एनिमल का अगर मैं हायरार्की देखूं, we are also an animal, और उनमें सबसे ज़्यादा मॉडिफाइड वर्जन, सबसे ज़्यादा अपडेटेड वर्जन अगर एनिमल्स का है तो दैट आर वी ह्यूमंस. राइट? तो हमारे तरह कोई भी इमोशन को डिपिक्ट करना, किसी भी एक्शन को करना एंड किसी भी चीज को क्रिटिकली इवैल्यूएट करना एंड फाइंडिंग द सॉल्यूशन of a particular circumstance or a particular situation, when a machine does all this work, that is known as artificial intelligence. All right? So as here also I have mentioned that artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence in machineries, wherein they are programmed in such a way to think like human and mimic their action. Right? It can also be applied to any kind of machine which can exhibit or which can show the traits which are associated with a human mind. Learning, problem solving, critical thinking, emoting some kind of emotions, right? All these things, if a machine can do, it can be called as artificial intelligence. All right? The main difference between artificial intelligence and the human intelligence is that we are the creatures who are created by God, right? And artificial intelligence would be a kind of creature which are man-made. That means we human have made that. So we have the power. अब ये रोबोट मूवी की तरह तो नहीं होगा कि आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल जो है कोई भी रोबोट चला जाए, बट to control that machinery, to dominate that machinery, when to stop, when they are doing what, or to control their actions is in our hands. We can create it, we can also destroy it, right? This is the major difference between machineries and or the artificial intelligence that we create, or the human. So artificial intelligence might not always be, a robotic figure. It can be any kind of machine, right? So for example, जहाँ पे chips बनते हैं, for example Lays. So all that machinery wherein the potatoes are being peeled off, wherein they are cut in equal slices, where they are been fried, all these different machineries can also be called as artificial intelligence, wherein they are made with some kind of programming. Instructions has to be given to them and accordingly they will process it, right? सो दोज मशीनरीज और कहीं कहीं ऑटोमेटेड भी होता है कि आप एक बार प्रोसेस चालू कर दीजिए फ्रॉम रॉ मटेरियल टू द फाइनल प्रोडक्ट, वो मशीनरी आपको पूरा एक सीक्वेंशियल स्टेप में ले जाके फाइनल प्रोडक्ट दे देती है. दैट कैन ऑल्सो बी कॉल्ड एज आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, बिकॉज ऑल दैट could have been done by human actions also, but on behalf of human the machinery has done it. All right, so the basic characteristic of artificial intelligence is that it has the ability to rationalize and take actions that have the best chance of achieving the specific goal. But these all actions are being prepared, pre-installed. Some kind of data is also given to the artificial intelligence to process it in a way so that the specific achievement of goal can be achieved by that. It basically any machinery which can reduce the human effort or which can do work more efficiently than human will be known as artificial intelligence. All right, so basically artificial intelligence has two subset, wherein how the data has been processed or how the learning has been done. So first is the machine learning, right? So what happens in machine learning is that it is a concept wherein computer programs can automatically learn and adapt new data without being assisted by humans, right? वहाँ ऐसी कोई भी चीजें वेयर इन द आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इज कलेक्टिंग different kind of data from different sources, right, and adapting to that data and doing actions according to that without the need of the human beings is known as machine learning, which is a subset of artificial intelligence. And other is the deep learning, wherein there is automatic learning through absorption of huge amount of data which is unstructured. Further we'll also study about what is unstructured or structured data, but unstructured data is basically wherein there is no particular format. In single data there are text also, images also, videos also, or other kind of attachments. So through that also it analyzes, learns and adapts. So these two are the two different techniques which are the subsets of artificial intelligence. Next is that whenever we do artificial intelligence programming, it basically focuses on three aspects or three cognitive skills. What do we mean by cognitive? Cognitive basically means any kind of human emotion, attitude, perception, learning, behavioral changes, emotion, feelings, all these things are known as cognitive, which generally a human being does, right? So while we are programming for artificial intelligence, basically three cognitive skills are generally implemented so that the artificial intelligence could do proper work. So first is the learning process. So learning process here means that whenever we are programming for artificial intelligence, we program in such a way that it takes instructions from algorithm. Basically, algorithm are the rules or the protocols which gives path to the artificial intelligence to process some data in step by step. Right, so the algorithm gives step-by-step instruction, and according to that, the artificial intelligence has to process the data and complete a specific task. For example, अगर जो है कोई भी first grader है, right? They know how to write ABCD, right? Now, step by step, you will do what? You will try and make him learn phonetics, that what alphabet sound like what. ये जनरली फर्स्ट ग्रेडर्स को तो नहीं, उससे पहले ही सिखाया जाता है प्री स्कूल में. लाइक ए का साउंड इज अ, बी का साउंड इज ब. सो अब जब उसने ये सारे फोनेटिक्स सीखे, देन he or she can move up to forming words. So it is a sequential प्रोसेस. आप कभी भी एक 2 साल के 3 साल के बच्चे को ले जाके CAT कैट नहीं पढ़ाते हैं, हमेशा अल्फाबेट से शुरू करते हैं. सो हियर ऑल्सो इन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस देयर इज अ स्टेप बाय स्टेप सिक्वेंशियल इंस्ट्रक्शंस which are given by the algorithm which the AI has to follow in order to complete certain tasks. So it is known as learning process, like how infants or any human being learn step by step. एकदम से आप कोई भी चीज नहीं सीख जाते. आज अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ, because from very young age I have seen all my elders speaking like this. That's how I have developed a tone. I have developed a accent, and I am fluent in 1 or 2 languages, right? So this is learning that I have gone through. So same learning the artificial intelligence has to go through, and this kind of programming we have to install so that it can learn and save that, so that in future perspective it can again retrieve that information and go through those steps. Next is the reasoning process. So when the algorithm gives the step-by-step instruction, and what are those steps? Those steps are given by the reasoning process, that what steps are to be chosen in order to get the desired result, right? For example, if I have to do 2 plus 2, right? So wherein when I instructed a computer that I have to do addition of 2 plus 2, then the processing or the steps that the computer will follow, which the reasoning process will allow it to. It will give it a mechanism, it will give it a step that okay, if this is addition, that's how you do the addition. Those steps are been given by reasoning process, right? So learning process, behind that is a reasoning process which supports the learning process. And other is the self-correction process, wherein the programming is designed in such a way that whenever algorithms are been studied or given instructions and step-by-step things are been followed, so how to get the most accurate results possible, and how to itself rectify whatever the errors are been there. This self-correction process is also done while processing the programming the artificial intelligence. All right, now we talk about categorization of artificial intelligence. Basically, artificial intelligence are categorized into 2 parts. One is weak artificial intelligence, one is strong artificial intelligence. So first we'll talk about weak artificial intelligence. So it is that kind of intelligence which is been designed to do only one particular job. उसका एक ही job होता है, and it cannot do several tasks at a time. For example, हमारा computer है, right? We can also listen to music. We can also watch a video. Okay, firstly we'll listen to music. We can also work on a presentation file, wherein we can also work on a PPT, or we can also work on a spreadsheet एक ही साथ at one time, right? So it facilitates different kinds of job, wherein the weak artificial intelligence is just meant to do one job. लाइक वीडियो गेम्स का एक ही जॉब है कि वो जो भी गेम उसमें या जो भी प्रोसेसेस उसमें फीड है वो सिर्फ उतना ही काम करेगा. आपको एक्स्ट्रा कुछ भी उसके साथ आप नहीं कर सकते. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अलेक्सा, सीरी, ये सब क्या है? वेयर इन यू आस्क क्वेश्चन एंड दे गिव द आंसर. अदरवाइज कोई भी यूज नहीं है इन लोग का, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं गेम्स की बात करूं, लूडो किंग, राइट? लूडो किंग वेयर इन आप जा रहे हैं, लूडो किंग आपने एक बार खेला एंड दैट्स इट. इट कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग एल्स फॉर यू, right? So all the games all the apps wherein जो एक particular सिर्फ job कर रहे in mobile phones. Why do we have different apps? Because at one time we cannot process 2 or 3 different things. Okay, now अब तो split screen आ गई है, तो at one time we can do 2 things also, but generally there are different apps which do individual jobs, right? और उन सारे apps को मिला के हमारा एक मोबाइल फोन बनता है. So those individual apps or those individual programmings that do one particular function is known as artificial intelligence. And then is the strong artificial intelligence. So strong artificial intelligence, as I already told you about computers, that at one time you can do different jobs like human-like. Human-like means multitasking. At one time we can do more than one jobs, like found in self-driving cars or hospital operating system or computers, all these things wherein we can do more than one job at a particular time. Those are called strong artificial intelligence, right?